What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Shane and welcome to another quick episode here on 5-Star Cars, where I just give my thoughts and opinions on what's going on in the car community and reactions. You could even call this a reaction channel. I'm not news, guys. It's just me giving my thoughts and opinions. That's basically it. On today's quick episode, I had to do it. I said I had to comment on this and see what your thoughts and opinions below about it. But obviously, Life of Paul's latest news video was, Stradman selling his Bugatti. Now, possibly selling his Bugatti. He does have a podcast on stereo with Burlacker, and supposedly it will be on 8 o'clock Mountain Time, which is way too late for me. I'll be in bed by the time that gets done. Without seeing the time difference. So, what do I think of this news? Now, do we think, question sheet, do you think he is going to sell the Bugatti, and why do you think he's going to sell the Bugatti? My answer to that is there's a few ones going around. Like, if he does sell it, first of all, is he going up? You know, is he selling it and going up to a different hypercar, or is he going down to maybe a cheaper one? That's maybe one theory. The second one is just, you know, he can't afford to run it, and I don't think he can't not afford to run it. Let's be honest here, guys. He's paid off most of his cars. I think he said his repayments on this are around $8,000 a month. But he's obviously got to get his house sorted as well. That's not being cheap either. So that is one theory that could be Joe. He could do, is saying that he can't afford to run it anymore, possibly. Because it does, somebody did comment underneath Life of Paul's video, and so I'll bring it up here. It's a very good point. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Buying hypercars isn't a good business model for YouTubers who make their living from ad revenue. They will never bring in enough money to have it make sense from a business perspective. That's why only YouTube channels with hypercars are from people who make their money from other sources outside of YouTube, which is basically, he's hit the nail on the head with a hammer with that one. Because I mean, let's think of it here. We'll just say roughly a Stradman's making 60,000-70,000 a month in ad revenue and sponsorships, whatever, anywhere thereabouts. We could say 68,000. He's most of his cars paid off, so you'd think 6,000 or 8,000 wouldn't be too much to get it done. Or to pay off the repayments, but then like that service costs him what, $30,000, and then the tires. Like, to run that thing, you really have to be making the money. And he did make a good point. Somebody else said it. You haven't really seen the Bugatti much for content on it, and it doesn't bring in that much content. The reason as well is because you can't really do much with hypercars. I mean, modifying wise, like, you know, they're very, very expensive cars. And again, with very expensive cars, if you go away modifying them, maybe some people mightn't appreciate it. Like, I mean, you can't go away messing with the engine in case something goes wrong, because if something goes wrong, there you go. It's going to cost you an absolute fortune to get it fixed. Putting on, like, Mansouri is probably the one that we know that can, you know, modify Bugattis properly. But apart from that, you know, you'd have to get special wheels made, or there's wheels out there, aftermarket ones, that can handle it if you want to go top speed. There's just so many bits and pieces. If you want, like, that, if you try to modify a hypercar, it's going to cost you a fortune. If anything goes wrong, it costs you a fortune. There could be reasons he's factoring into why he's selling it. Just stuff like that, guys. I mean, it does make sense. Like, if you have multiple cars as projects, supercars that, you know, you can afford to run and modify, like what he's doing with the Roadster, the Aventador Roadster. He's putting the White Arch Liberty Walk kit in it. You know, it makes good content. It's great seeing to have a hypercar there, but there's only so much you can do. You know, he got on the Rift exhaust, wrapped it, and, you know, that's basically it. What else is he going to do with it? You get to see it go a few times, and then once you see the view count going down for it, it doesn't really kind of pay for itself, I suppose, in a sense, unless you're like Manny Koshpin, who make millions in a month, and it's nothing to him to be able to afford these cars, or you know, use them for royalty exotics. Like, your income would have to be ridiculously, I'd say he'd want to be earning at least Houston's money to comfortably able to run the Bugatti. I think he's at a stretch. Now, it could be one of the reasons. I'm just guessing. I just said, I'd bring it up. Or he might not sell it all. So it could be just something. But if it is going to go, guys, do you think he's replacing it? Or is he getting rid of it because he can't afford it? Comment below. Tomorrow is Comment Sunday, so I will bring up your comments tomorrow. And also, guys, suggest for any channels that are under 1,000 or 10,000 subs that modify cars. I'm still looking for some. And if anybody's interested in coming to the channel, again, hit me up on my Instagram. And hopefully today I will be interviewing Life of Henry E. Elijah about his, not wanting to collab with Organic anymore. It is planned for today. I don't know when the video will be released unless we have some issues, but today I am doing it. Fingers crossed, no hiccups. So yeah, that's all to look forward to. So again, guys, tomorrow's episode is going to be Comment Sunday. Until then, stay safe, peace out, and keep it lit.